His name is Taylor, and he is actually having his first baby in the next.
And I've never been more flattered.
Well, same. But should we ask Jason?
Jason?
I mean, you got some great back abs, Kai.
That was super
He's so
diplomatic.
full of shit. This is actually, I lied to you. That's right. This, I said was Milo, and it's not. It's Milo. So put some respect on his name. Also, I would just like to point out, he is our Paralympics mascot. This is his tail. Look at how cute he is. Look at him. Are you kidding? Let's get this podcast started. Benvenuti a Quelle Vere. Almost. How'd I do? I don't know. I got a thumbs up. That, of course, means welcome, real ones, in Italian. We think. Yes? Sure. I'm back for part 2 of our Winter Olympics Spectacular of Not Gonna Lie, a Wave original, and I'm here once again in studio in Milan with YouTube and NBC at the Milan Cortina Winter Olympics. I'm your host, Kylie Kelce. The best dish I've had since being in Milan is definitely Parmigiana, which is not what the Americans think, okay? It's this lovely, thinly sliced eggplant with a little bit of tomatoes and mozzarella cheese. Maybe some Parmigiana in there? Who knows? It was freaking delicious. They could have put a shoe in there and I would have eaten it. That shit was phenomenal. And also, spaghetti arrabbiata. Oh, I got a nod for that. Okay. I'd eat that every day of my life. My favorite experience from this trip so far has to be watching the women's ice hockey final when they won gold in overtime in person. That was bananas. God, it was so good. And our most feral child, that's right, Benny Boo Boo Bear. She's turning 3 years old tomorrow. Amazing. So happy birthday to Benny. And I wonder how 3's gonna go. We'll all find out together. But for now, time to lock back in on the Olympics action. Coming up on today's Winter Olympics Spectacular Part 2. I'm going to talk about all our experiences at the Winter Olympics, including last night's insane win of the women's gold medal ice hockey game. Then in Doom Scroll of the Week, a reporter fucked around. And skier Eileen Gu let him find out. And we love that. I can't wait to show that clip. After that, I'm going to be joined by not 1, not 2, but 3 Team USA greats. Fresh off of her gold medal run in slalom, icon Mikaela Shiffrin, and figure skating royalty Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski. Yep, you guessed it. I'm not sure how I ended up in this chair, but we get to talk to all of them. Stick around. But before we get to all of that, let's start off with the real one comment of the week. Christopher Boyd, 331, said, Kylie, we see you turning around at the U.S. women's gold medal game. Awesome. For those of you who don't know, maybe you're just tuning in for the Olympics content. I have a habit of being superstitious. I can't help myself. Part of the reason why I stole one of those lovely pieces of wood the other day was because sometimes you have to knock on it and sometimes you have to sit backwards in your seat at a stadium. I don't make the rules. I just manifest them in my head and think that I'm helping. I turned around, I believe it was during the second period. And I want to be clear. This is partially a running joke and partially me answering my superstitious anxiety thoughts, okay? So I know that the reason the U.S. women's hockey team succeeded was because they've trained their whole lives for this. But also, it did start going uphill in the second period. So, I'm not saying that Jason also put his hat on. I just think that there was like a lot of things that changed, including them taking control of the momentum of the game and throwing the puck a little bit less and moving as a unit. You know, there were things that happened on the ice and there were things that happened off the ice. And we did what we could do. This was definitely one of the best sporting events I've ever been to. It was, I mean, here's the deal. I've said it about the Eagles so many times at this point that I would love to go into something and just experience stress-free fandom. But apparently that's not the life I was meant to live, because this was difficult and also fucking thrilling. It was incredible. And these women fought so hard. We have a clip here of our whole team freaking out after the game-winning goal. Let's see it. You'll see me have to like unfold myself. Yep. That I don't know. We should slow-mo me getting stuck on my own legs. I tried my best not to pee a little or cry a little. I tried my best. I can't tell you whether or not I was successful, but I tried my hardest and I loved every second of it. And this is what we came for. Congrats to Team USA. Big shout out to Cleveland Heights best athlete, gold medalist, Layla Edwards. What a great way to start the day of people seeing, not gonna lie, Layla Edwards, and finishing the day with a gold medal around her neck. Okay, a few days ago, we called this segment Places Kylie Has Some Business Being, with the more insanely cool things I get to do here in Milan, like see our hockey team win a gold medal. The more I realize it's gotta go back to no business. Guys, who are we kidding? I don't know what I'm doing here, but we're doing cool shit. And that's what matters. In addition to men's and women's hockey, we also got to see 2 skating events. Both times I got to ask questions to the most qualified experts. First was figure skating with Nathan Chen sitting directly behind us. Jason was asking questions, and genuinely by the end of the short programs that we watched, Jason was calling what was and was not correct. And that's why it just goes to show you he's good at everything. It's a pain in my ass. I said it. He's sitting right over there. I said it basically to his face. He's good at everything. It makes me mad. And then we got to talk about speed skating with Apollo Ono, which again, if you're gonna quiz people or try and learn about what you're watching, go to the greats. Okay? Nathan Chen, Apollo Ono, what's happening? I'm saying these words out loud, and I'm still not really believing them. All right, that's it for Places Kylie Has No Business Being. Next on Doom Scroll of the Week, Winter Olympics Edition, Part 2. First up, 5-time Olympic medal winning skier Eileen Gu was asked what I gently call, this is the nicest way I could say that, an absurd question at the podium. And I feel it's my duty as someone with a series called Fuck Around and Find Out to share her response. Queen Emma, the clip, please.
Also, do you see these as 2 silvers gained or 2 golds lost?
I'm the most decorated female free skier in history. I think that's an answer in and of itself. How do I say this? Winning a medal at the Olympics is a life-changing experience for every athlete. Doing it 5 times is exponentially harder because every medal is equally hard for me, but everybody else's expectations rise, right? And so the 2 medals lost situation, to be quite frank with you, I think is kind of a ridiculous perspective to take. I'm showcasing my best skiing. I'm doing things that quite literally have never been done before. And so I think that is more than good enough. But thank you.
Okay, let me just break this down real quick. First of all, I hope he feels how far into his mouth he put his foot. Second, I cannot emphasize enough that her laughter at the beginning of this was him finding out. And I love that she laughed in his face. He deserved that. He did. It was a bad choice by him, and she let him feel it. Third, I think that her saying thank you at the end of it was the biggest fuck you that she could have said. She said thank you. She meant go fuck yourself. And I love that so much. I love that so much. And if we can't keep me, we're keeping me saying go fuck yourself. She said it, not me. I love this. Eileen, you nailed this. Congratulations, Eileen, on both handling this situation and your medals. Well done. You're welcome on the podcast anytime, by the way, if you want to help other people who might need to find out when they fuck around. So whenever you want. Next scroll is Team USA snowboarder Hannah Norman, who gave us an insider look at how you get to the top of the Olympics big air jump. And when I say you, I most definitely do not mean me. You'll see why. Queen Emma, the clip, please.
A lot of people wanted to know how we got to the top of the big air
Immediately
drop-in. So I'm here to answer it. I walked past it the other day, and there's those two elevators that I just panned to, and they just go all the way up to the top. I think the structure is something like 150 feet tall.
I didn't even need to know that,
sketchy little scaffolding elevators. And then I don't have a video, but once you're at the top, it's sort of just like this big flat platform that we hang out until we drop.
Until we drop. I'm sorry. What? There's not an amount of money in this world. The idea of going up that high is one thing. To do it in an elevator that you can see out of, another thing. To do it in an elevator that you can see out of, to go up that high with so little built of a structure, I'm out. And you know what? You know what never fails? That's right, the comment section. So you should get your ass in there, because we got Ginger Scorpio saying, bro, why did I think you were just at the top of a big mountain? Yes. I feel like we're seeing the backside of a Broadway set. You know what I mean? I'm good. It ruins the magic, really. Crystal White said, honey bunches of nope. And Molly said, I define this sport as a second born activity. We love a little birth order joke around here. You know that. Queen Emma wants to know, do you think Ellie would be your most willing to try some of these more daring winter sports? Do you think? I think it might be Benny.
I think right now,
Benny.
they all go through like their own phases of like being like more adventurous.
Yeah.
Like recently Wyatt's actually been like, she was jumping on the beanbag from the couch over, and I was like, yeah. And I was kind of like, this is like an accident waiting to happen. But at the same time, like, yeah, just
let me see how it ends.
No, I was just, I want her to get out of her shell. So it's like, you know what? She hits her head on the cabinet. Whatever, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But
I will say, I think that if you were going to give each of our kids, if you could see into the future, crystal ball this shit, and they ended up being winter sport athletes. Yeah. What sport do you think they would each do?
I feel like Wyatt would do figure skating.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, she likes to like dance. But Benny likes to do that too. Benny is very like performative. Like whenever we do like the little fashion shows with the dresses.
Oh yeah.
She like really works it.
She does.
She can play to a crowd very well. Benny.
She does.
So I think Benny would be figure skater.
I think Wyatt would be figure skating.
They probably would both be figure skating.
I think Ellie would be snowboarding of some kind.
I can see that for sure. She's a little bit like marches to her own beat type.
Yeah. And she's like a little more tomboyish.
I agree. Yep.
Jury's still out on Finney.
What else? I can see Wyatt doing like, she's a very like cooperative person. So I can see her doing like a team sport. Mm-hmm. Like a hockey or.
I don't think she would want to hit people. Ellie might do hockey.
Good point.
Ellie would want to hit people.
Good point.
Ellie would be calm until she wasn't. And then good luck.
I mean, why is a bobsledder?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for Doom Scroll the Week Winter Olympics edition. Hopefully we get to bring this segment back in exactly 4 years. Now, once again, it's time for the reason I'm here. The reason the real ones are tuning in, our incredible guests, starting with Team USA's slalom skiing gold medal winner, Mikaela Shiffrin. Thanks again to our friends at YouTube and NBC. She's the 3-time Olympic gold medalist, fresh off of her record-breaking slalom victory in Cortina. She has the most Olympic gold medals of any U.S. alpine skier in history. And some would say, some including me, she's the greatest American skier ever. She has a hit podcast called What's the Point? And fun fact, she's once offered to teach me how to ski. It's Mikaela Shiffrin. Welcome to Not Gonna Lie.
That did happen. Yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Our team got you a bowl of gummy bears just in case you felt the need. Do you want to tell people about this?
About the sour gummy bears. Is it okay if I actually have one?
No, they're yours. They literally just put them in the bowl. Nobody else has touched them.
Nobody
made sure.
Sneezed on them.
No, my husband did. Oh, I'm a germaphobe. That would have been, I would have called it.
Okay,
and my husband, I actually told him he wasn't allowed to touch them.
I was eyeing them pretty hard.
Would you like one?
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah, here, let's just share these. Oh my gosh, what's happening? You can't.
What's the best color here?
Oh, you know what? I don't know. I think
I'll
orange
just
is
grab
pretty
one
good.
of each, yeah.
I'll just feed them to you.
Grab one of each.
Grab one of each.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like one?
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you.
Yeah, the sour gummies, it's like I guess it's a hack for anxiety that
Sour candy.
Now I'm eating sour gummies. I got to put this down. Okay.
No, I'll tell while you chew. It's studies have shown that anxiety can be managed in like minor situations.
Yeah.
With sour candy.
Yes.
That it shocks.
Like sour things. Like
Yes.
in theory, if you bite into a lemon, there's like these external factors that help like sort of, it's like parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system stuff. That gets a little scientific. But anyway, I've been eating sour gummies at the start and I do not like sour things. Like bad. But these are tolerable.
Just enough.
These are just enough.
Just enough.
Tolerable.
I love that. Now, I saw the clip where you accidentally, we'll call it accidentally, said the F word on TV. Allegedly. I just want to be clear again. You can say whatever the fuck you want on here. I just need to clarify that so that we have it all out. But I'm very proud of you for that because I do love that your reaction to dropping an F-bomb was then to say, oh shit. Because why not?
No,
manage.
I was like spiraling.
No. Why not manage an expletive with another expletive?
Yeah, well, the next one.
I mean, take your pick.
I'm like, mother. No, we can't do that. We can't go there.
You said espresso martinis. Were you still feeling the espresso martinis?
No,
or we were just.
So I have never had one. Now I have. I had not ever had one.
What a lovely place to have one.
Yeah, it was. Everybody had been raving about the espresso martinis where we were like having dinners, and I'd never had one, and I haven't been drinking for probably the last 2 years. Like not a sip. So
this is explaining.
Yeah.
A lot.
So over the course of the evening after the slalom race, I probably had a total of just one.
Sure.
But everybody on our team, we had this like celebration toast and everybody on our team was there and like the, donors and sponsors and all of these partners and like they were all handing me espresso martini. I was like double fisting espresso martinis. And I don't think, and then they're like, make sure to pace yourself because this will hit hard. I'm like, I haven't eaten all day. I haven't had a drink in like 2 years.
Yes.
I'm like,
you're in the mountains.
I'm in the mountains. I had to make a speech. So I like downed a glass of champagne, which is the worst ever. It tastes like wet dog. Like champagne is, do you like champagne?
That's so accurate.
It's gross. When you got sprayed with champagne, then you're like, everything I have smells like, and that like if you spray a winter hat with champagne, you will never get that smell out of your system. And you will never like champagne again.
That's so accurate. It's like slightly sour.
Yeah.
Wet dog.
And like rancid. And so, but that's what everybody wants to toast with. So we were toasting with champagne. I'm like, I got to make a speech. I haven't thought about this. So I'm like down the champagne and I'm like, oh, we're in it now. And then somebody hands me my mom actually handed me an espresso martini.
That's women supporting women.
Thanks, Mom. Mom's fault. And then
does Mom also have a mouth? Does Mom use expletives?
To be honest, I've actually been a really bad influence on her. She would not have. And I was like, the first thing that I actually thought when this happened, what went through my mind and the reason I said shit was like, my aunts are going to come after me. Oh. And I was like, oh no, when my mom sees this, what's she going to say? But honestly, we've gotten to the point, I read somewhere like 2 weeks ago that swearing helps you live longer. It's like
Did you know it's a marker
of intelligence?
You read that one too.
I read that one. People
Seems
sent,
like we're on
people
the same
sent that
algorithm.
one to me in the last 24 hours.
People tag me in the comments. Now, not many people realize this, but this conversation is actually years in the making.
Yeah.
But I'm going to come back to that because I don't want to bury the lead. You won.
Won it.
You won.
Yeah. It was a lottery.
Right, you did. You actually said, I won. I fucking won. This right here is the lottery and I won. Oh, and I got a medal too.
Yeah. And that's there. That's where that is.
Yes, it is.
Here it is.
I would just like to say that when Mikaela walked in, she put her backpack down and then flung the medal out and said, do you want this out here? Do you want it out here?
Each day I'm like testing it a little bit more to see if it breaks.
I've seen a lot.
You've seen a lot of disconnected medals from
couple.
Yeah, I know. It hasn't broken yet.
We spoke to Breezy about it the other day.
Yeah.
And apparently Alyssa's didn't last long either.
Well, she jumps a lot.
It's funny because Breezy said that that's when hers broke.
Yeah, everybody.
She was
I was
jumping.
purposefully not jumping.
Don't jump.
I didn't, or if I jumped, I held it.
Okay.
But then I'm like a little bit sad because mine didn't break. But
maybe you need to jump.
Maybe I need to jump. I guess we could probably do it real quick, just like make it happen.
We'll do like a celebration jump at the end of this. We'll see if we get it to go.
Maybe they engineered mine properly.
Now, 48 hours ago, you won gold in slalom. Your first gold in 8 years. First in slalom in 12 years. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
Oh, it's been a whirlwind. After my first gold, after Sochi, I had no idea. I did not know what to anticipate. And I was 18 years old and I was like, it's a ski race. Guys, it's going to be fine. I was also sick for the slalom. I had a cold. So I was like totally delirious, just out of it. Like, give me the Advil and the Tylenol and I'll go do my race and it'll be fine. And then after that, it was just like 72 hours straight of, I don't even know. I get like, kind of where I am a little bit right now, but I know what to expect. But it's different, 12 years in the making after my first gold medal. And then South Korea was my next Olympics and I got 2 medals there. But it was also, I sort of started to get a grasp of maybe the darker side of the Olympics, where even though I won a gold in giant slalom, I didn't win a medal in the slalom. And that was like, it became this really bittersweet thing. And because the slalom was the last or the sort of the event I was supposed to win, it came after the GS. People just sort of like brushed the GS under the rug a little bit, which was really intriguing for me. I was like, you guys know I just won a medal, but I was seeing all these comments like, don't come home. You're not welcome in the US anymore. And this was the first time I was thinking, I saw the dark side of it. Like, there's a reaction no matter what you do. And like, people don't only tune into the Olympics, they tune into your sport every 4 years, but they'll literally only tune into the event that they think there's a medal contender in. So they have no idea what happened in other, and I get it too, because I'm like, I have not been able to keep up with everything that's gone on here, but it was just interesting. So then I went to Beijing and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much pressure but there's also like, it's COVID and it's crazy and we're doing testing every day and we're wearing masks and we're isolated from each other, eating dinner. And it was such an out of body experience in Beijing. And then I saw like a very intense side of the Olympics, that a very, high expectation side of it. So now we're here and I'm like, are we sure? Is this real?
Does it feel a little dreamlike?
Yeah. A little dreamlike, yeah.
Okay.
That was a long explanation.
No, it's for real. You did that. Again.
Are we sure?
I'm certain. You have it right there. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. How does this newest gold rank amongst the 3?
I don't think I can rank them really. I think they're just so totally different. Like my Olympic experiences have been so wildly different. Now it's 4 and I'm really aware right now of all of the work that's gone into not the medal, but the work that's gone into showing up on race day and being able to like show up with the mentality and the skiing that I wanted to do. And that it was like, there's just been so much in the making. And that started obviously what you can be like, oh, it started 30 years ago, whatever. But also, even this summertime, the amount of conversations I had with my psychologist talking about all the different feelings.
In a moment no one expected, one of the strongest athletes in the world finally broke down. And what happened next left everyone stunned. At a private New York event, Mikaela Shiffrin, known for her dominance and unshakable focus, opened up about something far deeper than competition. Behind her record-breaking career, she revealed an emotional weight she had been carrying for nearly 8 years, filled with personal losses, injuries, and heartbreak that success could never erase. As her voice began to crack, the atmosphere around her shifted instantly. This wasn't the confident champion the world sees. This was someone finally letting her guard down. And that's when Taylor Swift stepped in. Not for attention, not for headlines, but in a way that completely changed the moment. Taylor moved closer, quietly creating a safe space, sharing her own experiences with heartbreak, the kind fans hear in her songs but rarely see in real life. Instead of stopping the tears, she made it clear that feeling everything was okay, even necessary. Right beside her, Kylie Kelce added another layer of support. Coming from a life deeply connected to high-pressure sports, Kylie understood exactly what it means to carry pain behind a strong public image. She spoke about silent struggles, the kind that don't make headlines but stay with you long after the crowd disappears. And in that moment, something powerful happened. 3 women, from completely different worlds, connected through something real. Not fame, not success, but shared pain and resilience. The conversation slowly shifted, from heartbreak to healing, from pain to strength. Mikaela didn't hide her tears anymore. Instead, she embraced them, surrounded by people who understood without judgment. And as the night continued, what started as a quiet breakdown turned into something much bigger, a reminder that even the strongest people need support, and sometimes the right voices at the right moment can change everything. Because behind every champion, every icon, every public figure, there's a human story we rarely get to see. And this time, the world got a glimpse of it.